Welcome back to Dune Awakening. I'm in love with this game. On this server at least I've seen maybe one other person actively online, though I'm told that the deep desert is quite lively, and I guess the rest of the world will become more lively soon as the new update comes out. In this episode I set up my permanent base and make future plans. New machines, new quests, and lots of things to do on the horizon. Especially the new content coming out soon in September. Cannot wait. As of recording this, I personally am past aluminum and onto parastiltanium. I can never say that word. You understand what I'm trying to say. Overall, this stage of the game is easier with a friend, and in the next episode I'll have my friend along for the ride, and as well as my full Atreides sets. I'll be helping him a lot with the basic stuff, but just like me, he wants to do a lot of it on his own. This game overall has been amazing, and I can't stress enough how amazing this game is. Even if you're not a fan of the Dune universe, this game scratches an MMO crafting itch I never knew I had. Yes, there are other games out there that are similar to this, Ark being one of them. I can't remember the name of the pirate one, and Atlas, and a few others. But this game seems to fill a niche that I didn't know existed until this game came out. Mainly, the ability to go and craft stuff, actively and passively fight enemies that are in the world, with an open world map that is also filled with quests. Small cities, townships, NPCs, and much more. It's not just a crafting game that's based on Dune. It is Dune, the crafting game. And I love that. There are plenty of NPCs out there that you can link directly to the show and the movies. Duncan Idaho is my favorite. He is the last master sword smith that you find in the game. I know that a lot of you are going to be like, oh, spoilers, but honestly, not really. Duncan Idaho is a major part of the Dune universe, as is Gurney. Right, I forgot his last name. As is Gurney, Baron Harkonnen, and all the rest of them. Now, I know that if you go with being more Harkonnen and you do more of their quests, that there are also NPCs from the Harkonnen franchise that you see as well. I have not done that, and I don't intend to being a Harkonnen at all. I am full Atreides. Atreides for life, honor is in my blood, as they would say. But also the fact that our guild is Atreides as well. Kilo has been working tirelessly to get landers, carryalls, spice harvesters, and much more to help us in our endeavors in the deep desert, of which I have just made it to the deep desert. Mining spice is obviously one of the major parts of the game, and it is something that I am excited to do, and I'm extremely excited to experience not only with my friend, but with the guild. I don't want to go out there and PvP it up like everyone else seems to do in their videos, but I do want to go out there and enjoy the game. Show off my skills and my abilities that I've got, my new weapons. Things that you've collected, like a normal MMO. Kind of like WoW, where you show off your different mounts. I'm excited to show off the different sets that I've collected and other things. But until then, I hope you enjoy me building my new base. I've been trying to do some more aesthetic touches to it, make it look a bit nicer, and I will also be buying the Atreides set very soon, so you'll see it updated as well. But until then, enjoy the video. I'm not sure what that cube is. Oh, that's my base, I guess, my thief. Blocked out, hmm? Hmm. Hmm. Because we went that way. So where's the... I'm gonna say that there's... Yeah, they're this way. Okay. I'm trying to save up 20,000 Solaris at the moment so that I can buy a new build set for my base. Make it look nicer, you know? That's the plan anyway, Stan. Anyone in here? Murals and stuff. The vastness of these ships is just phenomenal. Okay, they all lead this way, it appears. That little door. Odd that there's no people here. No enemies. Someone must have come through here recently. Very recently. Legion tattoo. Cool. Light darts, I need them. We're outside. Now, why did I need the... the dirk. The artisan dirk that I need to start do the quest. going to go back to base, make the dirk, and then we're going to take the buggy to go do the couple of the quests in the other areas. One, because the buggy is quicker. Well, not quicker, but just easier to drive there. Two, it means that we can mine up a bunch of stuff that we need, including lots of power cells now, because we upgraded our base ready for an ornithopter. As you can see, we now have a top part there. Got a little side bit there for a few wind traps, which is also where we're going to go collect servox, because we're going to make wind turbines as well as, because this is our power situation at the moment. We will need more of them most likely. First floor hasn't changed, and even this hasn't changed. We're obviously going to put the wind turbines out here on the balcony. Well, maybe a couple of the larger ones when they upgrade. Here, I've got the first few of the more advanced fabricators, and they're obviously advanced fabricators that I'll need to make, and this space will be filled with them. That's the idea. And then finally, we have my favorite space now. Do these need to be repaired? Is that the problem? Oh no, they're perfect. I don't know what they're doing then. Which is going to be for the ornithopters. So hopefully they can land like sort of here. We might have the big thing back here to help to build them, and hopefully I will have maybe a couple in here. We'll see. But so far, I'm pretty happy with this space up here. Not only can I now see out onto Dune, but also like, it's cool. We've got some segmented windows that go into the eastern face for the sun. But you can also just see a rock, because that's the rock face. Out into the main two faces for the base is a single strip window here. Again, so this for the sun, and two windows here for viewing. Yes, this is obviously in the center of the room rather than to one side, but that is because of how the base is built. I could have done like an offshoot out so that you come up out there, but that would have then kind of ruined the look of the outside. So, and I liked the idea of this staircase that I built here that goes all the way down to the basement and goes across both floors to this floor, and then you turn up, which I thought was cool. That way you've sort of got this on-off, you know, so you go one, and the second is a bit of a big, you're supposed to go the other way, you're supposed to go like this way around this. And yeah, and I've obviously got like a rug for some decorations and stuff. Yeah, I'm quite happy with my base. It needs a bit more lighting, is the thing that is letting it down at the moment, I think. Just because, you know, lights are important. Floor light. What's that there? I'm meant to be there. These are all meant to be here. Here you see future plans. What is that advanced, the bigger one need? Because that's needed to process. Oh, I have everything for that. That's good. This is needed for processing aluminum, which is the next resource, so. Spend some dimes on that. They all require aluminum, see? Aluminium. These, I could probably make one of these, but they're just leader johns for more water. See, this is good, but I don't really know how to place it. Like, can I place it there? Not placeable on other blocks. So we've got to place it like that. Oh, it's floating. Where's it floating one? Yuck, no. I don't like the floating ones. It kind of works. Yeah, there we go, a bit of light here. Lights in here, okay, and I think the light here is okay, because I think I need one more, like here. Maybe with these two. Okay, and then we put one. I've already got one in the corner. But I have materials down. Alright. So we go collect the dirt and we'll go on that way. I have picked up a few of these. I've got these. I've got to scrap them. Let's put away the sword. Yeah, I like the sword better. Sword away. I'm gonna keep the sniper rifle at the moment because it's quite useful when you're solo, but I might go and look at what the spice infused iron dust. I might be able to make this one actually. The Legion tattoo, which is a pretty nice looking disruptor. Yes. My friend would be looking at my chest right now screaming, but that's why I'm not going to tell her that my chests look like this. So we're going to be shush about that, about the fact that my chests look like absolute trash. Alright, and you're on. Good. So I can put you in there, put you in there, and put you in there. So yeah, you collect armor and stuff which you can then recycle and turn into like raw materials. I am part of a guild which I actually joined, like literally as I was saying, I'm not going to be part of a guild. I'm the only one online at the moment. Hilo is our guild leader. He is here sometimes, but not always. And we are part of the lands rat at the moment. We are winning the lands rat at the moment. I think. I'm not really sure how it works yet. I'm getting there. Yeah, I haven't found all the trainers. I'm getting there. I'm trying to do this sort of on my own, which, like, fair, I suppose. People, like, don't always like when you do that sort of thing. Like, people like it more when you are forthcoming and want to help or use what they have to provide, which I am totally okay with, but at the same time, like, I want to do this on my own. I want to make my way through this, but I also want to do deep desert stuff, which will require me to not be on my own. Now you also need to fuel up. Are you going to fuel up? Stand outside the vehicle and items. No items for refueling. There are definitely items for refueling. I have fucking shit tons of them and I can't get rid of them. Small vehicle ones. Surely these can refill the buggy too. Yep. We're headed there. But the easiest way to get there is to head across here and then around and then up, because these are all quicksand and you don't want to deal with that. So we're going to head to this point first. So that's just a straight shot with the buggy. Oh, worms are What are the worms pissed off about today, I wonder? Hello ladies and gentlemen, just wanted to quickly pop in here and say that we drove all the way across the sand and arrived here. While I was driving, I was on a phone call and actually forgot to end the phone call effectively when we got here, and was still listening to the person talk. So unfortunately you're just going to get a bit of music playing over this part, but I can tell you that we have now got a shield and I am using the Dirk and the sniper rifle. Now the Dirk I'm using because that is the current main quest of Weapons of War 2, is to kill enemies with the Artisan Dirk. The sniper rifle, however, is me having a personal preference. The sniper rifle is not something that I'm normally used to. I'm more of a melee character. But the sniper rifles in this game are the only guns that do the poison effect. Now if there was a shotgun like the drill shot that also did poison, I'd be all for it. The drill shot is a great gun, don't get me wrong. And later on I used the drill shot quite a bit. But overall, the sniper rifles having that poison effect just make life so much easier as a solo.
Reveal yourself!
Identify! They're coming!
And suck the liquid out of your butt cheeks.
Shields up!
What am I doing for the Lancer? Which one of you bastards says heavy darts on you? No. 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 No.
They're coming.
Not my favorite weapon, the daggers. Daggers are cool. Like I get why you use a dagger in a world where people have Holtzman shields, but it's just I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me. I'm just not sitting there. I'm not sitting there going like, oh yeah, that's a decent dagger you got there. Okay, where is you? There. Okay.
Fire in the hole!
Another slave for the herd.
Reloading quickly!
Do not struggle.
Roll down!
Get in the game.
That poisoning effect? Fucking great. Heavy armor is great, but it's hot. I really want a still suit on again. But I lost my last still suit. A rainbow worm out in the desert. Small vehicle thing? Not bad. Might be useful in a minute. Recharging my buggy. Get home. My Canadian friend thinks that it's funny that I say buggy rather than she thinks a buggy is like a shopping cart. So